ready.
This facility was used for space research before the orbital elevator was built. Now it's just full of old rockets. What could a Maverick possibly want here?
Aloha and welcome to part 9 of Mega Man X8. We are now in Bamboo Pandemonium stage, and this place, it's a good first level. You know, it's really green, pretty easy. Well, actually, the ride armor enemies can kill you pretty goddamn quickly. Especially if they're possessed by these Servbot-like enemies. But anyway, this level you get your own ride armor, just like any other Mega Man X game, and this one's pretty badass. I find it's actually better at stopping things than it is at punching things. You can crush anything. You can crush a Metal, you can crush a Goon. When you get to another ride armor, you could even crush that. It dashes very nicely, and yeah, it's an alright ride, if I do say so myself. I don't think I've ever died by losing energy in the ride armor. Most of the time I just had to continue without it because the way the level's laid out, you have to use all of these blocks to carry the ride armor all the way to the end. And apparently some people have told me you can use the ride armor and bring it into the Maverick boss fight, but I've never been able to do it. I'm using Axel to copy that ball guy, the guy who can curl up into a ball and go into small tight corners. But you'll see when I played this level that I fucked it up, and it didn't really matter in the end, but that's just my tip. If you want to find one of the rare medals, you need to copy that rolling guy so that Axel can roll around in a small ball form so that he can go under these tight corners to get to a rare medal. Like I said, jumping on enemies seems to do better than actually attacking them. I'm trying to get out so that Axel can get the health. Booyah. Because I didn't want him dying. I wanted him to have the ball form. But you'll see in like 2 seconds that even with life up +2, he is no match for a ride armor that is possessed by one of those Servbot enemy goons. You may have seen this a long time ago in the playthrough. Sometimes the yellow Servbot wannabes can possess a robot, and then they kill you in one hit. Well, they're not supposed to, but, you know, it depends on the enemy, I guess. The ride armor certainly did. It just killed Axel in one hit. I did not plan for that to happen. I didn't even think it would kill him in one hit. That was shocking to me.
X, I thought something like this might happen someday. This time I've got Foot Parts I for you to try. Equip this part to jump much higher than usual. Equip this...
So we can jump higher with Foot Parts I, the Icarus armor parts that I love so much. I don't want to move fast, I want to jump higher, so booyah, I like those boots very much.
I hope this...
And the reason I keep skipping the last part of Dr. Light's conversation, it literally is the same thing every time you go to Dr. Light. He always says, I hope we don't have to use weapons of war like this again, X. I really do. And it's just like, okay, Dr. Light, why do all your messages say this? Fuck. For that matter, weren't you a recorded AI in X5 and X6? What the hell? What the hell, Dr. Light? What the hell? But I digress. Because Axel was dead, I had to skip on the rare medal. The rare medal was down there, and all you had to do was curl into a ball in his form, and you would have got to it. But I got Axel killed, much to my shock and surprise, so I couldn't get it. So there's your tip. Turn into the ball guy, go into the small little corner, and you should be able to roll in there and find yourself a rare medal. For this part, I have to do I have to lower this elevator, get the ride armor onto it, and then hit the switch again so that I can take it up there to destroy those blocks. I bet you're asking why I'm doing this. Well, this is another rare medal, but this time I got this one. You destroy the blocks here with the ride armor, and then you have to bring out X, use the crystal wall ability to dig up a rare medal out of the plot of ground here. I guess this one's obvious. There's a real coloration difference in that side and the rest of the platform, but you know. And then I fucked up, and I should have dashed, but I didn't for some reason, and I lost my ride armor. If you have the Buster Parts I, you can take out these ride armors just by standing there and repeatedly shooting. Sometimes Vile does attack you here, and if you have a ride armor, you can actually destroy Vile in like seconds. It's ridiculous. In fact, Vile can't hurt you if you're in the ride armor. He shoots his little blue energy balls at you, and just nothing happens. I always find that funny, considering Vile was the guy who relied on ride armors the most in X1 and X3, so... The tables have turned, Vile! The tables have turned! Falling into those spikes is instant kill, unless you have a prickle barrier. And if you have a prickle barrier, you can actually use it to, get into the elevator there, along with your ride armor. And then when you're in the elevator, it'll take you to that little rare metal. I'm sure there's a proper way to do it, but I don't know what it is right now. All I did was I equipped a prickle barrier before I went into the stage. I let the spikes hit me, I got out of the mech armor, and the mech armor like folds down so it can fit in that tight crawl space. And then it just goes along the spiky conveyor belt to the elevator, and then you just take it to get to the rare metal. I was just showing off some of Axel's extra abilities. Just cause, you know, I barely use him, I figured I might as well. Again, he just shoots in any direction, no matter what his ability is. But folks, now we're at Bamboo Pandemonium. Did you get the pun on his name? Pandemonium?
You have the same copy ability that we new generation Reploids enjoy. Why do you think my master overlooked you when he assembled the others?
Your joy at being chosen by that worm proves just how maverick you've become.
It's because you are not needed in our new world.
Okay, so Bamboo Pandemonium is weak against Burn Rooster's weapon, obviously, so if you're Axel, use your flamethrower. And you see how much damage it did there? X's damage will do so much more. And that is pretty much the case for any boss battle with X or Axel. Axel, while he can shoot in any direction, his weaknesses are not as good as X's weaknesses, you know? Or his special abilities, rather. Bamboo Pandemonium's kind of annoying, but not really. He's big and strong. He can do his little claw attack. That's his overdrive move, by the way. His overdrive move, he just charges at you with his claw, and that's it. Pretty easy to dodge if you just go all the way to the left and jump. But he shoots bombs out of his backpack. He can create these bamboo towers that, like, go into the floor, and you have to wall climb them because he'll start pounding through them. And, there's also missiles that he'll shoot up into the sky that will drop down while you're climbing those bamboo walls, and sometimes it can be tricky, but I'll tell you the truth, I took on Bamboo Pandemonium the first time I ever played Mega Man X8, and I managed to beat him with only dying once, so, I don't know. Then again, I'm used to Mega Man X games, so I got used to his pattern pretty quickly. But, you know, I don't think Bamboo's too bad, and if you use his weakness, well, he's just a joke. So, booyah! Mission complete. By defeating Bamboo Pandemonium, we get Blast Launcher, grenade for Axel, Green Spinner, and Yudan Tatsu for Zero. Basically, Zero gets a forward charging slash attack. It's alright, but I don't really like it that much. And X gets a missile. It doesn't actually home in on anything, it just goes straight ahead. And Axel gets grenades, but, you know. You just better make sure you're connecting with those grenades. It's a grenade launcher. You gotta love the grenade launcher. Can't go wrong with a grenade launcher. Right? Anyway, I'm just buying all that I can just cause I don't really get anything big. This is the save feature. Obviously, I'm sure people wanted to see what it looked like. There it is. Maybe all two of you wanted to see what it looked like, but I figured I might as well save just in case the game froze for some reason. It hasn't yet, but...
Looks like there's only one Maverick left. Could this be the last of them? Or is this just the beginning?
It's been a long time since they've gotten their hands on Lumine. The elevator seems normal so far, but that's just making me more nervous.
Just try not to think about it. We've come this far. Let's just take care of that last Maverick and move on, okay?
You're right, Axel. There's no time to be worried.
Right. Let's go.
Alright folks, we're taking on the last Maverick of the game, Optic Sunflower, in Troya Base. So folks, stay tuned for that one. See you in part 10. It's gonna be badass. There's a special boss in this level that I think you might want to see. Oh yeah! Don't spoil it, fuckers! Don't spoil it for those who haven't seen this game before.